is up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C Show podcast. As I always say, shout out to my YouTube fam and my podcast fam who've been listening, supporting my podcast, whether it be any podcast platforms such as Speaker or the ones that should be located in the description. Go ahead and check it out. Or for YouTube, and also if you're part of my podcast fam, you want to know what this YouTube channel is, put in the search Tasha C TV. Don't forget the TV part. And vice versa for the YouTube fam. If you want to go right ahead, go right over to in the description to go where I said to Speaker or other podcast platforms that I have in the description where you can find it below. But to let y'all know that Podchaser does not have an app as far as yet. If it do in the future, I will let y'all know. Excuse me. Anyway, y'all. It is February the 5th, 2020. It is, like I said, it's day 22nd, 21st. I'll look in it before I distribute this podcast today, y'all. And my bonus podcast, as I said before, is actually a part of a YouTube series I decided to do for myself for 1 year. Started my birthday last year, October 8th, and in, of course, this year on the same day. But it's just basically making a video every day. It's not specific to specific topic and so forth. And so that's what I'm doing. So a lot of them has been mostly podcasts. And just let y'all know, since I'm using this phone to create these lovely podcasts, you may hear such things as notification. That was just a click a minute ago. And because there's still surprisingly landlines in this house where I'm staying still, you may hear occasionally, even with a phone call, with the call ID in the background saying call, blah, blah, blah. I'm just letting y'all know in advance, okay? Excuse me, I don't know why we got it. I took a name not too long ago, y'all. So I had to let y'all know that actually this was going to be uploaded later on and actually, recorded later on in the day because I had went to the doctor, earlier. So, and then I had those weird times where I'm still going through a insomnia stage again, where I don't go to sleep to damn near, later on or whatever. It wasn't as late, but still, I'm glad when I go back from under the stage. Heck, I was even sleeping better when I was doing YouTube review videos and so forth. But anyway, y'all, before I get into, because there's so much entertainment, just stuff that just happened, y'all, where not just entertainment, but just in general, but I'll have stuff to carry me over probably for the next couple of days and not including anything else. Okay. Now, for example, y'all, I just want to rant real quick, it's interesting in the last couple days where I got 2 comments, and they weren't similar, but it was just like a question mark. I'm like, what the heck is this? Now, such and such person, when I made my podcast called Revenge of Cats, this person was IntelliJ AfroCat 97. When I Googled that, I was like, what the hell is this? I didn't talk about no Air Forces or nothing like that or anything. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to talk about I don't even know and recall if that was the plane used. I don't know if they were referring to the plane used in the helicopter, which was still weird because I already, like I said, had talked about that. You just be like, when somebody says I'm in the comments. And then, y'all, I end up getting a comment on a video. Because, y'all, sometimes when you do YouTube, things, or, where you do videos on YouTube or somewhere else, or in podcasts, and you have, a very, in case, if you have a large following podcast, whatever, you may be able with a particular podcast platform that allows you to make comments, or you have your podcast on different other social media platforms or websites or something, or you have a blog or something, just etc. For YouTube, whatever, you don't have to have a large following, which I nowhere near have, okay? But if you post, say, some things years ago, sometimes you'll have people who will still comment as if you can see it, and some rare cases you can say, like I said, your YouTube, but sometimes the notifications are messed up regardless where you're, what social media or say internet thing that you're using. So anyway, it was weird. Now, I reviewed the first season of SWV Reunited season 1, season 1, whatever, right? The first part, okay? That's what I was reviewing a lot more then. And it was weird somebody said, because it was like a comment, because, like I said, the good thing about this YouTube studio is that it does kind of help sometimes you find, sometimes it catches like comments and stuff like that. Say, like I said, for example, if someone is coming, it's easier, say, to reply to comments and say like, which I, have no problem with people on that troll stuff or whatever coming me sideways. I have no problem going ahead and invite them to the block party, whatever. So, but this wasn't like I said comment, but it was like, well, if y'all know about, which like I said, I didn't honestly know about these. How did I do about the rappers? But I did not know about his unfortunately, the tragic death of Little Peep. Then unfortunately, it died from accidental overdose, and and so forth. So one of his best friends was rapper.
A new station alert has arrived.
What the heck? I told y'all on vacation, so if y'all just heard that is not a damn sound effect. That is actually an app from ABC News Weather. And I already told y'all that it was gonna be like I said, it was gonna be some notifications, but that's what I didn't expect. You know how they're talking about some isolated weather, whatever. I know it's supposed to be like possibly 2 to 4 inches tonight or something, possibly come whatever. But it was a pop up. That guy that has the damn phone talking. So y'all might have heard that. So yeah, y'all, it's not y'all. It's my phone that did that. So anyway, y'all, back to the, so one of his best friends is Little Tracy. And Little Tracy is a rapper, kind of out there. But if y'all watch the SWV, have followed the group and actually had watched it the first series, their series, especially first, because I didn't watch it no more after like the first. They only had like 6 episodes the first season, or 0.1 season, or whatever the case is, right? Her son at the time was 17. Now, Coco, her first song is from, not to bring her, but you know, for the town group. Remember that group, Digital Planets, are cool like that. Oh, I forgot, because you got Ladybug, and they're all like named after like different insects. I think like one was butterfly and whatever. But if you look up the group, they actually supposed to have like a concert or whatever. Because I follow, like I said, Ladybug. And so, anyways, Coco made a song dedicated for her son Sunshine, but I didn't know it was quote Little Tracy. I don't, so forth. She has a second son from I think from her. Unfortunately, she's divorced now. But anyways, what happened is that there was something that happened where on the show her son had ran away, and he ran away a couple times. He was 17 years old, and it turns out is Little Tracy. Little Tracy, like I said, is I don't know. Well, like I said, it's like he's a Turner, like kind of like rapper and stuff. But like I said, he was friends with unfortunately, like I said, the who's passed away, like what about 2 years now, Little Peep. And somebody said they're gonna come in there and say, I came for Little Tracy. I'm like, I just left it there because it was like, what the heck? Now this ain't anything else up sideways, I would have said something, but it's like, huh? And even then, the show was called SWV. It didn't say, like, the SWV, they moms and they kids and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? They only showed him for, like, 2 seconds when he came back home. Because he kept running away and stuff like that, whatever. Like, you'll see 9 times out of 10, if you follow Coco, I follow Taj. I don't know why I couldn't find Lily's, site, whatever. Y'all remember the group SWV. Okay. But 9 times out of 10, you more so will see, and maybe because also, I don't know, the son, I don't know, her youngest son is 17, 18 years old, but occasionally, very once in a blue moon, you'll see something with Tracy on there, or Tracy Midnight. I mean, it's just more so you'll see the second son more so than Little Tracy. But it was just interesting, like I said, that video was like at least 5 years ago, and you sometimes would get people responses, and it's interesting, but essentially, master when people are trying to come at you, like I said, get Twitter against the Crip Walk all on the keyboards, and stuff. So anyway, but it was just interesting. I'm like, okay, they came for Little Tracy. Little Tracy ain't here? Huh? What? This is the reaction. And like I said, the show didn't even have anything to do with him. And even had something to do with him. He ain't here. Little Tracy ain't here. You know what I mean? Like, okay, and it was an account that was made not too long ago, like maybe last week or this week. I'm just like, okay, let me mind my business. But anyway, y'all, which is not surprising. Now, this is interesting. Matt Romney, who's a Republican, actually was one of the few made a speech and everything. Like, I don't care. I know, even though I know how this way go down, I'm voting against the convict that he should be, taking off, 45, Cheeto 45, and, Cheeto 45, of course, it's not surprising the Senate decided to, not have him taken out of office and, just move to impeachment and so forth. So I just wanted to give a notification. But anyways, y'all, it, like I said, I don't, not to say I don't know where to start. It's just so much to have, but it's time, y'all, for me to go and my say bookmarks and go to there. I've been doing a little bit better of learning how to Instagram, how to bookmark it. You can bookmark it different section and groups because I wanted to have different have a section off for my trying to do, like I said, attempt also my Black History Month one as well, and so forth, and have it set up so it'll be different. Okay. All right. Now, where I get started from there? Okay, which is very important. I want to talk about the coronavirus and some of these updates. Like, the real way I have to be careful. Okay, more. This is one from This Is Now News page. More than 3,700 cruise passengers are quarantined on board a ship in Japan after 10 travelers tested positive for coronavirus. Ooh, shit. And they said, okay, they have they have closed captions or whatever, description about it. But they said, 25th, they broadcast and reported that as of February 5th, 10 people on board were tested positive for the Wuhan virus. UK resident David Ellis is one of the passengers. Okay, quarantine aboard the ship. Ooh, gosh. Say he was stuck in the ship during the quarantine. Has presented a host of problems for the passengers. Oh, gosh. So, okay, man, nobody knows, but I am okay. But he is now more concerned than he's ever been. Yeah, it's understandable. Okay. Oh, he's one of the people that was quarantined, so it's a lot going on now. Okay, also, there was another thing, too, I wanted to talk about coronavirus, or maybe go into more detail. Now, also, too, we have here where they're going into detail. Now, here it is. Now, it's confirmed with this coronavirus, even more, y'all. Confirmed cases is 24,600. Okay. There is as many deaths right now. There is 494 deaths. Okay, and there's 12 confirmed cases of coronavirus in the U.S. They got the little page on Complex page. Let me go ahead and list the states and how many cases is in the states. There's one case in Massachusetts. There's one case in Wisconsin. There's two cases in Illinois. There's one case in Arizona. There are 6 cases in California and 1 case is in Washington. The state, the Washington D.C. Okay, so yeah, y'all. Like I said, this is as far as that is just a lot. Okay, but anyways, y'all. Yeah, I already talked to Mitt Romney, and he was like, right is right, is wrong is wrong. Shockingly, but remember, y'all, when Mitt Romney was going against Obama, and I think it was the second term that they were going, or the first one, I forgot, because I know the former past, Mr. McCain, McCain, and one of those were the main components against Obama, and then Mitt Romney, he got caught, so somebody was taping we don't care about 50%, about the poor folks, whatever, yeah, we remember that. Anyway, y'all. Did y'all hear about, I know, Future, I didn't even know he had a son already, or a child in his mid-teens. Now, it's allegedly it's either 17 or the child is 17 or a 19-year-old legalized kid. That's pretty much he's doing that age. But a Lovely T, 2002, you also, like I said, her page is probably going there now. I mean, I've been there before she had to make a press private, just understanding why. Because, some of these people be on some bullshit. Okay, but anyway, y'all, let's go to the first thing, whatever, and then I'm going to give my little commentary, how this goes, and I'm at tangents, rants, so far. Here we go. Future's 17-year-old or possibly 19-year-old son, Javi Worlbit, is facing 20 years in prison for gang activities. Future's 17 or 19-year-old son's life is set to change, and not in a good way, and it seems there may not be much that Future can do about it. According to Basso, Jabarchi was reportedly part of a major bust that took place late in January, which saw quite a few persons being taken in custody. Sadly, the teenager is now facing heavy charges, which could see him spending a long time behind bars. The charges stacked against him include criminal gang activity, criminal trespass, and alter ID of a deadly weapon, firearm. And there's a picture with him and his son, but it's kind of jacked up as far as that, I'm just going to talk about one comment beside me, and Lovey T, and give my commentary. This is so sad, but not surprising, because Future is a deadbeat father. Apparently, the son is 19 and not 17. And someone else was saying that about, and let me get my part here. Let me take this off here. Now, we all know while Future's up here paying for exotic trips and shit, whatever, for Lori Harvey, who, barely is in his 20s, okay, and paying for trips for her and stuff like that, and then you hear stuff such as this that is occurring, and it's just like, oh my gosh, whatever. Since there's some more gems. So speaking of that, let's get Future out of the way in another damn story. Now, it's interesting that Future sues alleged baby mama. He can't make it to court, take the DNA test and all this stuff, take care of his child. He's got lots between legend and I forgot the other baby's name. Okay, let's go into this other story who's also on Lovey T's Instagram page. Future said he's sick and tired of his alleged baby mama talking about their sexual encounters with anyone who listening, and now he's suing her. The rapper filed a lawsuit against Eliza Shuffman, the woman alleging Future fathered her seventh child with her for defamation and invasion of privacy. According to the suit, Future claims Elijah shared intimate facts about him from the private sexual relationship in order to gain clout and squeeze money out of him. Future doesn't address whether he's the father to Elijah's child, but he says they had a sexual relationship from 2016 to 2018 and claims he never would have slept with her in the first place. He knew that she would kiss and tell. Well, sir, that's the chances you take when you just up here having, it's sad even when you take it with anybody, especially somebody you call having a situationship or, fling or flam with Bangladesh, we're fucking partners. Literally, we're fucking partners. Okay. All right, let me continue. In the docs, Future claims Elijah gave a vivid description of genitals during an interview of Rogali's on site on station head and then blasted out to her Instagram followers. Okay, this must be in the suit. Future also claims Elijah is spreading lies about him on social media, like the time she claimed he hired someone to murder her because she wouldn't get an abortion. Claims it's hurting his brain and causing sensational emotional distress. Future wants a court to stop Elijah from trashing his name publicly, and he's going for after damages. It's a hot ass mess, but he won't show for child support. They just pay child support, whatever. Oh my gosh, because she be on some hot ass mess too. But I'm just like that. This is I'm saying this. He wants to do a lawsuit, but he doesn't want to sit there and take the DNA test. And for the other one, that's kind of like they're almost like a couple months apart, the other baby. So him talking about okay, but he also now acknowledged that he had a sexual relationship around the same time she was also claiming. So like I said, it's sad you're trying to, like I said, protection, please, y'all. You have to be protection, also just physically wise, kind of wise. Like I said, I'm godless soul ties and every damn thing. You detect it, just. But at the same time, did he happen to sign an NDA? Did he do that? No. It's a hot ass mess, and an innocent child gotta be middle of this shit. That's all I got to say. Oh gosh. Next, I'm no offense, but I wonder is and I'm not trying to be funny, but the way he's going in this pattern is they're gonna be. It's sad about his older child when his older children being in that mess and putting himself to the mentality that he's up to dating the 24 or so forth, blah blah blah, and now he had time to sue, but now take care of do these DNA tests with her and the other woman allegedly was other child that's born around the same age, and they did DNA, and they did the DNA on the kids, and they are biologically related. And him ducking it down, but he got time to be up there talking about. I feel offended. She talked about my gender. Next, okay. Now here's another story a little bit too. Like I said, she had a lot of things on here. She, like I said, she don't play with making sure she get the documentation. I know people say but you got the documentation receipts. Okay. Now anyway, here's another story that's interesting. Chris Brown dropped by his lawyers in lawsuit of alleged rape at home. Now this came out I think last year before last, whatever about this. Okay, Chris Brown. Okay, here we go. Chris Brown might have to defend himself in court after multiple lawyers are demanding they be allowed to drop him as a client. Now that's a dirt shame when you have lawyers that willing to drop their client and stuff like that for some reasons. I don't know if it's the evidence. I don't know if it's a financial problem. But let's get on continue. Chris Brown might have to defend himself in court after multiple lawyers are demanding they be allowed to drop him as a client. Oh, this is actually repeated twice. I'm not doing this. Okay, human error. Okay, according to court documents, Chris' legal representation have had enough of working with the singer and want out. They have filed motions and asked the court to allow them to withdraw from the case. The case was filed by Jane Doe against Chris and his friend Lowell Grimson Jr. The woman claims she went to an after party at Chris Tarja's home in February 2017. She accused Grimson of sexually assaulting her at the party. In her lawsuit, she accuses the singer of trying to give her cocaine, Molly, and marijuana before Grimson committed the alleged assault. Chris has denied all the allegations of wrongdoing in this case. In the newly filed documents, one of Chris's lawyers, Blair Burke, filed documents claiming the singer has failed to meet his obligations under the contract. Burke's firm was brought on to help out Chris' primary lawyer, Zia Zabard. Burke states over the past several months, Mr. Brown has not met his material obligations under the terms of our engagement letter and has rendered it unreasonably difficult for Tara Burke to carry out the representation effectively. Our relationship with Mr. Brown has come to a point where Tara and Brown and I can no longer equitably defend or represent him. Burke says she doesn't have the singer's cell phone and never had it. She communicated him through day-to-day longtime manager Ant Wilson. What the hell? His other lawyer, Mark Dabber, filed the same motion asking to drop Chris. What the heck? She cites the same reason as Burke in her motion. The judge has yet to rule. His other lawyer, Zia Margaret, filed... Oh, okay. That same thing, like I said, another year ago. But dang. That's messed up. And then you're not lacking communication, stuff like that, whatever, y'all. Before I go, to this one, I'm surprised the blogs didn't, maybe I didn't see, this on here. I'm trying to wait for my thing to come up. Of course, I'm going to the website real quick, so it's something I want to have. Okay. Now, the other day when I was talking about Rowdy Rich, in the box, possibly in the box, I mean, that's his business, whatever. They both are, both, delts. It ain't like, she messing with a kid, or he, you know what I'm saying? She messing with a kid, you know what I'm saying? He, she, whatever. But, if they're dating, that's them, okay? But on complex.com, now just going to the website itself, India Love responds to Roddy Ricch dating speculation. Roddy Ricch has made his way to Miami for the Super Bowl, blah, 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 got his wrapped up in some dating rumors. Now, India Love is denying claims that she and the rapper are seeing each other. And somebody, highlighted, on the Shade Room, she went into that same post that was made about her storage, where you see Roddy Ricch, like I said, seemed like he was doing some music or reciting or something, but he's walking back and forth somewhere in the pool, and she's sitting there probably, enjoying a blow pop, because you just see the stick or whatever, and, she's showing, I look good in this body type of pose or angle with the phone, and you can see up and see her. And you see another photo with her, in this red, this little bikini, and you also show it again that, look, I look bad from head to toe, basically, okay? But here she says in her response, Roddy and I aren't together. Love wrote in the Shades Room comment section. I apologize for the accidental video post that led to the assumption. Two friends who enjoy each other's life. That's literally life. Okay. On Monday, for a clip of Love's Instagram started circulating the internet. In the video, Love is chilling poolside enjoying the sun while Rowdy walks in front of her. People quickly started to speculate that Rowdy and Love were in a relationship, leading her to insist that the two are merely friends. I mean, they could be smashing buds, but I mean, that's them. Outside of the dating rumors, Roddy Ricch has been enjoying a great 2020 so far. The rapper won a Grammy for Best Rap Performance for Racks in the Middle with Hit Boy and the late Nipsey Hussle. His single "The Box" is still blazing, being the 4th week as #1 song in the country, while his debut album, Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial, is back to being the #1 album. Well, like I said, y'all, but she did say this where she said she accidentally posted. Let me see here, y'all. Now, even though I don't know how to use Instagram and all that stuff on there, in order for you to be able to post on your story on video, you have to upload it somehow, unless she got a glitch on her phone. That's all I'm saying, and I'll leave it as that, okay? Next news, okay, y'all, this just happened not too long ago, so I'm going to have to go, because the first time I seen this actually was on the Shade Room and put it together, so I might as well go. By the way, I will say about more about Trey Martin, would have been 25 years old. Continue rest in peace in heaven. Oh gosh, I rest in heaven. So that's it. Also, it's B. Bobby Brown. You know, the R&B singer B. Bobby Brown's birthday is also birthday is today as well. Okay. So anyway, y'all, just to let y'all know here, let's get on to something. This is petty news, literally, okay? And it's like, okay, y'all both should leave it alone and shit. Okay, news, I want to call it, okay? Anyways, this all started allegedly where, now, y'all, in front, Jimmy Jazz, whatever, I think they're like, you know, kind of like a combination of what, like Foot Locker, combination, because, you know, I think they say name, you know, like name brands and like shoes like that. So I'm trying to think of like, okay, that's all I can think about right now. It's like a Foot Locker that sells stuff. So somebody pointed out that there was a mannequin that looks similar to Nicki Minaj's husband, man, you know, and so forth, had the exact same outfit, damn the exact same pose, but you know, they looking outside the window. So somebody also put side to side him with the exact same damn fit on, and with his wife, and one of the recent, you know, Nicki Minaj's been, you know, posting pictures, and you know how sometimes she has these moments where incognito, you know, she be able to enjoy, you know, her new marriage, and it showed that he liked it. The big male liked the photo where it was just a mannequin with the exact same outfit on. Okay. But, you know, because we already know there was this back and forth thing, which I talked about like last week. Also check out Lovely T video where she goes in more detail about the back and forthness. But like we're about to say, wait, there is more. Okay. Here we go in a list of tweets, because this is going to be ping pong section. I'm going to read every damn one of them. Right, okay, y'all. Might take up the rest of my damn minutes, but hopefully I have enough time. Okay, here she go. Of course, they scratch out the words on the Shade Room. Okay, first place. Here we go with Mrs. Petty, a.k.a. Nicki Minaj. Nigga been tweeting about my man for a year now, talking about he went to my page to see him, but he was blocked. My nigga, move on. I know yo bitch embarrassed. Shitting yourself, your story, you got presto. I don't know. I think I've seen that, but okay, you know, everybody has their own perception. And here she said, trigger fingers turn Twitter for his bad built face ass obsessed with the queen. But you dated that. I mean, she got a picture of him, you know, with its outfits. But it's like, you had no problem with that bad boy. I'm not taking sides here. I'm just keeping it real. Where she had no problem, like, they would show clips when they were on tour together, and she up here damn near giving, like, you know, rubbing his, you know, not damn near, she was rubbing his thing, he all rapping, and she coming in rubbing his thing several times, you know, damn there enough where I was surprised he didn't get a wreck, rubbing his eggplant on across of some of the things where she would just let it be known. Like I said, Dad was a bad and feeling all his neck, all on on the stage, on the concerts and stuff. Okay, so all of a sudden she has a probably bad build. It wasn't that too bad build at the time. Okay, then of course she's, retreating. Meek Mill got a whole child away, but he liked and pitched on. There's somebody else, he was on the same shit in the store, like Ken, say people, whatever, one of her fans, whatever. And, okay, let's go to the next one. So, of course, he's responding. It's like somebody, they be on, following, you got to follow the says it'll get his stories. So, here's interesting enough, because I didn't look up, I always, heard about, I thought Nicki Minaj honestly only had one sibling, the one that's talked about, unfortunately, that's about to serve 20-something years. They're trying to get supposedly appealed. But let's get on to this. But I didn't know she actually has a total of four other siblings. It's 5 of them. She has a younger brother, younger sister. She has the older brother, the one that's about serving time. I mean, the predators that, okay, they are the convicted and stuff, okay? And an older sister. And here he goes, but it also makes him like, okay, this information and stuff like that. I mean, that's what it sounds like. The only way you could try to kill my career is to say that I beat women. Talk about your brother convicted of rape, and you knew and paid for his lawyer. Y'all little brother touched that girl too. That's how I was like, little brother, what the hell is he talking about? And I know. You want me to crash with your boyfriend, and I won't. And I'm sitting here like, okay, how did you know this information, and why you didn't tell nobody? Okay, you know what? Let me continue. Here he goes again. Next book. You sad. You want to crash your man because you losing now, and everybody else know you a bad person. You been knew your brother was raping that little girl. That's why I got away from you. Ooh, okay. Okay, let us continue, because like I said, this is back and forth. But go legend. That's what he's saying. Okay. And here she says, you beat your own sister and taped it. Okay, well, how did you know this? Did you watch it as evidence about it? You spit on her, kick me in front of your mother. Okay, it's happened. And sent her to the hospital. Sucking Drake's dick made you feel tough again. Move on. Okay. Okay. And here she goes again. Imagine talking about alleged rape of a child to hurt someone who wasn't involved, so people can dislike me. You never can stand on your own. You won't tell people the mother is on tape. Asked me for $20 million to make the charge go away. You wasn't around. See you soon. Well, that was enough to not convict her brother. And then it wasn't like she trying to ask for mercy of her brother and stuff like that, whatever. But like I said, let us continue. Okay, and then she's tweeting like that's his response, blah blah. Just still retweeting what other people say that's in agreement with her. And then he's up here saying surround, and here go Mickey Will respond. Surrounded by rapists talking what? Stop playing. You picked a great time to be saying I ever put hands on you. You full of hate, and the whole industry know you full of hate. And your bag is getting low, so you want to destroy me. I don't know how I know that, but okay. Here we go. I can't believe y'all industry people let these people survive this long in the industry, knowing that they're really nasty people and have a nasty upbringing. Everybody really know what's going on. I'm powerful and I'm never scared to speak up. Okay, let's go here. And then he says, my girl's pregnant with my girl's with me pregnant watching me tweet about my ex. Is very clownish. I'm an exit. Go to church and leave me alone, was his other response. And it was another thing like she was sad, but it was also creating her own story. She's like, you's a clown. You do it for likes. Twitter figures. Beat women. Scared of men. Then she up there, okay, Meek Mill, I don't know. Then she got on her page like she screenshotted Meek Mill getting roasted over his pants, whatever. And, she got the eyes like Norman roasted over his pants. I'm like, oh gosh. And this continues. Okay, that's the same thing. Alright. Okay, this was Lovely T talking about it. Now, also too, and this was his last one, okay. For clarification, I don't hit women. I won't let my interviews be filled with questions about her or any situation I do with her. I come out to do press for my new Evan. No double tricks. Okay, let me continue. Alright, is there anything else okay. This is no double tricks, whatever. And, so, like I said, he's talking about go to church, whatever. I don't know if they still going back and forth. I got a point like, please let it stop. Because I'm going to look from the... Okay, let me go ahead. Now, based on this going back and forth, both of them are been broke up since, I don't know how long, but it's been a couple years now, right? Now, he's in a relationship. He's about to bring a new baby in this world. Okay, he needs to focus on that. And even if he didn't have anybody, he needs to focus on that and let that go. Even when she starts it. Nicki Minaj is Mrs. Petty, whether they married officially or not, or just said just because, but she's in a whole relationship, okay, a whole new other relationship, okay? So the fact is, even if she's pressed about him liking the fact that he did look like he did the whole fit from the damn mannequin, and you going back and forth over this, okay, whatever, okay, right? So the fact is, because we already know she was going to fit her brother, because, I mean, she already proven that. And even when people talking about the rapist, I mean, the rapist, whatever, she was trying to fit in. No, it wasn't rape. These are exact words. No, it wasn't rape. They were in a relationship, blah, 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 and all this stuff, try to justify it. Apparently, she doesn't believe that stuff, whatever, and that's that, okay? So anyways, y'all, it's just really messed up on the count of like it had to go back and forth. But then it could also be said is, okay, Meek Mill, you move on, Nicki Minaj, move on, and like I said, it shouldn't also Mr. B Petty looking like, what the heck, y'all going back and forth for and stuff like that. Let that go, okay? Let that go, whatever the case is. And they, like I said, they both should let the shit go, okay? And like I said, but it's hilarious that Nicki Minaj talking about the clown. So now, if it's true, like I said, that is more West if Meek Mill did do this stuff. But it's like, okay, are you bringing this up to say allegedly that he attacked? I'm talking about he attacked you because attacked you just to say something. The people might believe it or whatever the case. It's just important. And it Meek Mill like, okay, if like this stuff was going on, it's like, okay, you probably shouldn't be saying that. What I'm saying is he should be saying like, okay, your brother was convicted by going by what the news outlets say, not by saying I know information and withheld that shit just because I was in a relationship with her. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all people, just cut it out. It's clownish stuff, but it's also like Nicki Minaj. You talking about how you look like a clown, you built like a clown, when you were with him, you had no problem, like I said, rubbing on his peen, let him smack, whatever. When you were with him, he was not a clown, okay? So apparently you like you liked it juggling balls, whatever, literally figurative, okay, when you in being Ringling Brothers circus, whatever, so you didn't mind liking the clown then, if that's what you figure he is, okay, and like I said, the way he was built, like I said, you had nothing wrong with it, okay, at the time being, alright, so I'm just like, okay, let this be done and let it be over with, because it's like I said, I want it's going to be more of this ping pong session, but like I said, those were serious allegations. He talking about he's spitting on the sister, spitting on the sister, all this other stuff, the sister attacking her and everything else. What is they still a classic? I don't know what the heck this is. Y'all, I just was looking at. It was some mention, and it's saying to me it's about still a classic, but I don't understand, like, replying to you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, it's somebody. It was a video that I liked it when when YouTube used to allow me to not allow me, just like it's only just me, like I got special privileges, okay. It used to allow YouTube the option. First they had it where you can like link your Twitter and link your Twitter, link your Facebook, and link Google Plus. When Google Plus came out about 5 or 8 years ago, whatever, right? Then they changed it when it took Facebook off, but you could still share, and you automatically have your Twitter link. It automatically shares it to Twitter and Google Plus. But now they made the feature so if you got to share, you got to manually share to the outlets that they have, like even down to Twitter, even down to Facebook and stuff, y'all. They took that off. It's like bye-bye. Okay. Anyways. So that's why I was just noticing. I just had gotten this in the middle thing. It just threw me off. And I'm like, still a classic. It's the holiday round table. I do like them, whatever. But by the way, because I only got 5 minutes left, y'all, it just seemed like it's not time. But just to follow up on something, what's his name? Jenna? Okay, Jarvita Davis, the one up there, who up here yoking up his child's mom and stuff like that. And also, I have to keep bringing the Liberty videos, and I'm not trying to be biased to bring up things, but I want to give people credit due. And it's certain information that she might find that I don't see, and y'all may want to hear. Now, not too long ago, a couple months ago, the couple of things I'm about to bring up before I bring this update with him, right? Now, she had to go to court, the child's mother had to go to court on him because he was doing one of his things is basically, dangling the child like, I'm only going to do something for the child if you have sex with me. Or some baby mamas do, some baby daddies do. I only use baby mama, baby dad term as a negative term. I personally don't like using those words in common. That's my baby daddy mama, okay? Okay, both of those equate drama to me personally. So him being baby daddy is like, okay, unless you give me some, I'm gonna give you money. So she's able to go to court, and they ruled in her favor where she's supposed to get 10 G's per month for the baby. Okay, and it's also bad enough when even baby moms be doing that. Where okay, if you don't give me none or you sabotage the relationship, you're gonna be miserable. Even if I'm you moved on, whatever, or or whatever, and got going to the next one. And focus on somebody else, or even if I don't have anybody, it's just really sad either other way it goes where people, put an innocent child or children in the middle of this, okay? So, and it turns out the black guy, y'all seen the video which joked up, was her date. So I wouldn't call that date back getting me calling up, because, he got the heck on and walked off, okay? Because so he came up to her, yoked her out, and here she moved on, and he already was in a relationship with Ari, which G Hobo's, child's mom, baby's mom, whatever. And I talked about that Muddy Yo, and I'll talk about the update herself. But she goes Muddy Bag Yo, who used to be Meg the Stallion's for X. So anyway, y'all, now here's some stuff with him recently with his ass and some update, even though he was just joking and stuff, whatever. Now, he was actually arrested, okay? They showed him he was charged with simple battery and domestic violence at the violence of the mother of his child. So his little yoking, they got here, he was, the date of offense was, they got his mugshot and everything, February the 1st, and actually was arrested February the 4th. Okay, and they said as a result of an ongoing investigation being notified through social media and the victim of February the 1st. Yes, she filed and went to charge. She just sit there and put that on there. On February 21st, the above picture subject was observed battering his former girlfriend who have a child together. Below, listed as which rendered itself to the Coral Gates police detectives assigned to the case. The subject voluntarily turned himself in the corporate departments. Okay, but here also is a second update about him. Okay. Giovanna Davis' ordered to stay away from his baby mama's, the Raiders' mothers, and like I said, she's cooperating. She ain't letting this go, whatever, which is good. Like, okay, as reported, okay, according to the blast, David has been warned to stay away from the mother of his child and have no contact with her to the outcome of the criminal case. So, yeah, I do be following the blast. I don't know why they didn't have that set up, but I didn't see it on there. But anyways, like I said, y'all, it's really a sad situation. And like I said, how some people don't think this problem or problematic. But like I said, that needs to be called off. Sad news is Matthew Browns and Anisha Sims, who he reached out as a child, had called it quits. Because they said on the thing that they said Mama Ford is single on her account. And they, have like one more son, whatever, whatever. And also, Nisa Sim is one of the children of Beverly Johnson, which, is an icon in the fashion field, whatever. And she's still she was going to go, but I'm just, she is still, like I said, look her up. Legendary, living legend. But anyway, y'all, hugs and love, y'all. I ran out of time, so I'm going to get to the rest of the stories, in the near future when I get a chance. But anyway, y'all, we made it through another a day, whatever. So see y'all in the next ones. Okay, take care.